When I started this, at one point my heaviest I was 425 pounds. When I started CrossFit, I was at 395. I started just compiling pounds, you know. Next thing I knew, I went from 200 pounds to 250 to 280 to 290, you know, and then just kept putting it on. It's a completely different life. It's funny, I've always been heavy. My kids have never seen me as light as I am right now. My kids don't remember. My youngest son is 18 years old, and he's sacrificed. My family suffered because of my weight and the things that I went through. But my family's never seen me at this capacity, what I can do. It just got to the point to where I felt like, you know, my family was embarrassed of me. You know, it's hard to go out with somebody and go eat dinner with them when you can't go and sit in a normal booth. You go to dinner and you have to sit at a table. It's not a choice. So you can slide that chair far enough back to sit down, or you know, or you do sit in a booth. You sit in there and you're just miserable, and people are asking, "You okay? You okay?" No, you know, I'm not okay, but yeah, I'm okay. You know, you're not going to tell them you're not. I was living in Mesa, Arizona. I got called and went to work in Louisiana for the oil spill that was there going on. Ended up living for a year in Hammond, Louisiana. So I started CrossFitting with Brad at Hammond, Louisiana, at CrossFit Hammond. A big change in my life. I've been doing it over a year. I've lost 180 pounds. All CrossFit, all diet. You know, we go do things. I could go hiking with them. I could go do different things. I could go to the store with my wife, who loves to go shop, and not go shopping and have to sit down somewhere and wait for her to shop and then come and find me. I can be with her the whole time. You know, to be able to go from not having any muscle tone to losing my shoulders, all the fat in my shoulders and my arms, and have muscle tone. And it's funny, my family teases me. They'll go, "Tim, you're always checking yourself out," or "Dad, you're checking yourself out." But I guess it is because I've never had that before in a long time in my life. And so it's exciting to see the changes, because it's not something that happened over a long period. I saw results right away. And that's what I think is so neat about CrossFit, is you put the effort, the work in, and it happens. I came home from Louisiana. I came home and started training in my house in my garage. And I had a neighbor that knew my story, knew how much weight I'd lost by the time I'd gotten home. And he's like, "Hey, can I come down and do this with you? I want to learn. I want to do what you're doing." I said, "Okay." So I had one neighbor come over and we started, me and Mark, and then I had another neighbor come and ask, and then a friend of ours that had twins, she was heavy and she had a friend of hers, and they said, "Hey, can we come and start doing this? We've seen the success you've had." And so I had another couple neighbors, and so now I've got 40 people working out in my house, in my garage, and it absolutely drives my wife insane. You know, there's no privacy at our house.
My name is Christy Shumway, and I'm from Mesa, Arizona. I train in a garage. In the garage that Tim has been doing it, it's not set up exact. Everybody be there at 7. Some people come at 6:45, some 7:30, and our neighborhood's just caught on, and more people are coming and they're excited, and they're just, "This is my first time. What do I do? What do I do?" And with Tim being in his going through the progressions, it's taught me how to have someone start off real small or progress to their level.
You know, we start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I go to work at 10:30, and then I come home at night, and I have 7:30 at night till about 9, and people are coming over and we're doing CrossFit and having a good time with it. And so I built a pretty good little base doing it, and so we decided that, you know, to take it to the next level, to open a box. So in 2 weeks, we're going to open a CrossFit box in Mesa, Arizona, which I'm excited about.